Hey guys, what's going on? This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a collective new moon in Scorpio reading. So, we're going to talk about the new moon that occurred early this morning around 1 or 2 a.m., depending on where you live in the States or in the country. If you were in the United States, it was around 1 or 2 a.m., depending on your time zone. So the new moon in Scorpio. So first of all, new moons in general are all about new beginnings and setting intentions. They're about following new ideas, letting inspiration take place, and it's a great time to start new things. I will say with the retrograde in Mercury right now in the house of Scorpio, um, perhaps start may be strong. So maybe just think. Okay, this is annoying. Turn this. This is. That's. Ooh. Sorry, group chat, friends miss group chat, or friendsgiving. Okay, so with Scorpio new moon, this hikes it up a little bit because not only are we beginning a new lunar calendar with the new moon, Scorpio new moon is like the first in like the lunar year, I believe. So this is about new beginnings, and Scorpio asks us to really dive into our feelings and have meaningful emotional exchanges with people here. It also encourages us to think and change relationship dynamics that do not feel organic or genuine to us. Fix these relationships if you can that are really important to you, and explore the mysteries of life and your mind. So really about digging deep and facing your fears, dealing with stuff like that. So those are things that you could be working with this new moon energy, Eight of Wands and the Sun in reverse. You could have someone coming towards you here who wants to make amends here with the Sun in reverse. Someone here wants to, I feel like, get on better terms with you, or at least have a conversation here with you. All right. Scorpio new moon also asks us to be mindful of possessiveness, manipulation, impatience, stubbornness, and secrets. So be mindful if you notice any behaviors within you or within others around those as well. Once again, that's possessiveness, manipulation, impatience, stubbornness, and secrets. Questions that you may want to ask yourself at this time would be, what are you ready to transform? What are you willing to heal or let go of? What and what truth are you brave enough to face? So it's time for exploring hard truths and really digging deeply into one's subconscious and inner world to really gain emotional depth here. So that's the new moon and the new moon in Scorpio. So I wanted to start off with that. Thank you guys for being here. This, like I said, is a general reading. So eat the meat, spit out the bones, take what resonates, and leave the rest. Okay? You guys like that? We're going to start doing stuff like that for the new moons and the full moons. And we'll see how we feel about quarter moons. But, I woke up this morning and like when I wake up, the first thing I think about is my channel and you guys, and checking the comments, checking and seeing how everything is going. I'm just always so excited to look and see where I'm at and read you all's comments. And I just, I've been going crazy with these thumbnails, y'all. I really have been. It's been. I'm putting this phone over here because the vibration is bothering me. You could be blowing up right now at this time. You could have a lot of people trying to get a hold of you. You could be really sorry. Even though it's just like you could be having a hard time detaching from situations just to focus on something here. Okay, the King of Cups in reverse here. So this is a possessiveness. This is scorpionic energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. The King of Cups here in reverse. This could be a masculine figure here who is very, maybe overly involved in certain situations. Where is the highlights button? There we go. Okay. Ooh, shit. That was annoying. I'm trying to do a reading and you just get 50 fucking thousand text messages. I apologize for that. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this is someone who could be, this person can be possessive. This could be a father figure who is not necessarily a father figure, but it could be a masculine figure here who's a little bit older. They tend to be maybe emotionally unstable, emotionally volatile, emotionally withholding. This person has an imbalance within their emotions. They can be a little possessive or argumentative, leaning more towards an emotionally manipulative, like victim. And it's weird though, because we don't really see too, well, we do, but we don't really know how to it's not as common, I feel like, to see men trying to play the victim card, only because we live in a society that doesn't really allow men to be victims, just because men are often portrayed as perpetrators, which men tend to be perpetrators, so it's kind of like, it is what it is, but not all men are perpetrators, of course, though. We all know that. But there is someone here in your energy field who could be a little, I'm just going to say, I don't want to call people toxic here, but someone who is unstable. The Magician here. Okay, so manifestation, creation here, active energy, activation energy here. You have been doing some type of ritual, spell work, maybe. And I'm not talking like, you going out in nature and sacrificing chickens and stuff like that. Well, I'm talking like you've been intentional about things here. This is a good skincare routine. This is a morning, coffee routine. Like what we call routines, the ancient people used to call rituals. A ritual is just something that is a ceremonial activity or something here that is done with intention. Like, you may get up every morning at 7 o'clock, and the first thing you do is you go in the kitchen and you get the kettle started, or you turn the coffee maker on. You do that every single day. It's like you do it on autopilot. Like the first thing I do when I wake up is I make my bed. I don't even think about it anymore. I'm not like, do I need to make my bed? Like, no, it's the first thing I do is I wake up, get up, make my bed. The whole rest of the house, room, whatever can be a mess, but I'm going to make sure I make my bed, because I want to see a clean bed when I come into my room. The clothes will get folded and hung up, okay? The dirty clothes will be moved into the laundry facilities, but I want to make sure my bed is clean every day. So you have created rituals, you have created some type of routine activity, something here that you do daily. Rose quartz is my favorite crystal, by the way. I always have one near me at all times. And if you're wondering why is his face shiny, it's because I put some ointment on. I am really trying to work on my skin care. Something that I've been really insecure about lately has been like my skin. I don't know, baby, my skin just started breaking out of like, I won't say out of nowhere. It's been a pretty stressful year for me. With this new transition in life, with career and money and romance. So it's been a lot of major changes. And they've been good. I'm really happy with where I am in life right now. I really am. I really, truly am happy. I know that doesn't sound very convincing, but I am. I'm just not a very personal things. Like I'm it's hard for me to show emotions. Like I don't like to show I tend to keep a lot of things really close to my chest out of fear of the rug being pulled from underneath me. Like I don't want to ever get too excited about anything or anyone, because had a lot of losses in my life here. But I see that you have, and you could be as well, someone who's experienced loss frequently. Loss in love, loss in lives, opportunities, whatever. I see that you have started this healing journey. I think the magician also speaks of healing. Really healing yourself, healing your environment, honestly. Alchemy. Alchemy is a form of healing, transferring, transformation. The Three of Wands here in reverse here. There is a delay or something is not moving forward here. Focused on the past, focusing on the past. Maybe during the retrograde, there have been some blockages here for you that you have been, I don't want to say forced, but it's like you're sitting in, what's it called, the harbor, waiting for the ships to come in, but they were supposed to be here at 2. Well, now it's 2:30, and you're starting to get a little anxious here, and you're wondering, is it going to show up? But I feel like the delay isn't necessarily a delay. 11:11. It's just things happen in divine timing and not in thy timing. So the Knight of Wands here in reverse. Be more patient. You could be really experiencing a rush of energy here, and it's important that you are patient. Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups in reverse. There could be gossip around you at work, something that you're working on or building. People could be gossiping about. The Nine of Pentacles here in reverse. Yeah, people. You are working through fears of not getting what you want out of life. You could be trying to work through that fear, and that would be really nice and really good. Yeah, you're having the courage to overcome some shit here. There could be people here, and what I'm seeing is, oh, you're picking up on these people's energies here. Okay, so there are some people here who, because they lack, these people lack, the ability to uplift themselves out of a bad situation with the Strength card in reverse and the Seven of Cups. This person is a lifer at their job. This is someone who, has worked the same. This is the bitch who's been there for 40 years, and she swears to God that this is like, her second husband, like her career, her job, whatever it is. This is the person who, like, their life revolves around their work buddies, their work career. Their identity is attached to their job here. 8 and 7, that's 15, that's the devil. Obsessions. So this person could be very obsessed when it comes to work here. And then we got the Three of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. That's 11. That's justice here. So I feel like these people are being like, there's like getting together and celebrating about a situation here that didn't work out, either for you or these people are low achievers, a group of basic mediocre bitches who don't want to see, because they thought that you was a basic mediocre bitch, but you not. You not. They are, but you not. And so these people, it's very crab in the bucket mentality. They want to project all this Three of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse energy on you. But we're about to do something, okay? We're about to return to sender this energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these cards and we're going to put them upright. The Three of Wands. I see you walking into your new destiny. Ooh, yes. You have to see it to believe it. You have to see it. Close your eyes and imagine the life that you want to live. A life where you get to live on your own terms. A life where you are sovereign. A life where you have autonomy to do the things that you want to do when you need to be able to do them abundant. You're able to help the people that you want to help in life. How privileged that you will have people envious of a life that you only want to share with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the kind of person where you want to be abundant so you can bless other people. Like, you don't even care. And that's why you're going to win. Because some people, a lot of people, are very self centered and they only care and think about themselves. They can't see past their own nose. You, you know, maybe you didn't grow up with like a silver, spoon in your mouth. Maybe you didn't have the best, example for gentle parenting or empathetic parenting. But there's something about you that, despite, and because of what you've been through, you've gained more empathy. Like some people say, and I don't know how true this is or not, but I've heard a lot of times that, oh, the 1% or the elite, the wealthy people, they live such a different lifestyle than the majority of people, so they can't really relate to most people on the planet. So like, that's part of the reason why like they lack empathy and they don't understand like the blight of like the regular everyday person. So in like some regards, the one thing that money can't buy is like true authentic connection to like human beings, and that is one thing that all people crave. Doesn't matter what culture, race, religion, creed, ethnicity. A sense of belonging is one of the most fundamental um, components of being human, right? Oh man is his own island. We need each other for resources, for mating, just for our psychological and emotional well-being, and physiological well-being, right? You can't live by yourself forever. If you were to be in isolation, like just you, like you would either go crazy, or if something happened to you, or if you got incapacitated. It's good to have people around you. And you know, um, where I'm going with this is, because of your upbringing, you have been through so many different situations where you have empathy, and not just empathy, but true, compassion and understanding for people. Because empathy is just being able to feel and understand what someone's going through. But compassion is being able to really like forgive people for when they fuck up. I'm like, I get it. You're human. You're trying to figure out what it's like to be in this meat sack with bones. But compassion and empathy doesn't erase repeated negative, problematic, abusive behaviors, especially when they're directed towards you. And I just want to say that because I don't want anyone to think that compassion, forgiveness, and empathy requires you to um, keep yourself tethered in unhealthy situations. 1818. Get the fuck out of there. If it is not safe, safely find a way. Call somebody to help you. Call me. We'll figure it out together. We'll do something. Like, don't be somewhere unsafe. I truly mean that. 1836. So there are people here who lack empathy for the suffering and the sick and those in need here, and they don't understand why they're so unhappy. They could possibly have everything that you could think of, right? They could have a nice house, a nice uh, lifestyle, nice possessions, but they don't have a nice soul, a nice heart, and you do here. And so we're going to turn this Knight of Wands upright as well, because these people are not only attacking your blessings, they're attacking your mind and your creativity as well. They want to attack your spark. They want to attack your drive. They want you to feel unmotivated to do things. They don't want you to continue to run your business. They don't want you to continue to train for this 5K. Whatever it is that you're doing, it is a threat to their ego, because they don't do shit with their life other than gloat and make themselves feel better and important by their little bullshit that they fucking do. Like, I don't know, don't care, don't really give a shit. Focusing back on you. Last card we're gonna reverse, because we are return to sender, bitch. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We're flipping that up. to Nine of Pentacles upright, because you are abundant, you are independent, you are successful, you are fulfilled, you will have everything that you desire, not because you are lucky or because you're pretty or because of this. It's because you earned it, you work hard, and not only did you earn it, it's your fucking birthright. You've tapped in, you plugged in, and you've done what is understood and what is expected of you. Too much is given, much is required. And you have been given so many gifts, okay? As a matter of fact, let's take a little moment right now, because I did want to bring this up, and I'm glad I said this. You could be a very gifted individual. Connecting here. Okay. You could have some of the clairs. What are the clairs? Good question here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's probably more, but there are 3 main clairs, and then there's 3 notable contenders. So basically, clair is a French word, and it means to see clearly, right? So clear, see clearly. So basically, these are a set of psychic or intuitive abilities that allow people to perceive information beyond the physical senses of touch, sight, hear, taste, see. So the first one is clairvoyance. So this is clear seeing. This is the ability to have mental images or visions of things. These could come in the form of dreams, of daydreaming. Something might just pop into your head. Sometimes you may just see a picture of something like, oh my God, where are my keys? And then all of a sudden, like, the image of like the couch cushion pops into your head or something. That could be clairvoyance, right? Or you close your eyes and you could see a story being presented to you. It could even be seeing auras, things like that. Yeah. And then, I don't have that one, but clairaudience is one of mine. So this is clair hearing or clear hearing. This is when you can hear messages or you can hear things and you like hear sounds. I don't hear voices. I hear sounds. Things have like certain harmonies and tones, and they all represent something here. This is a form of telepathy, and it comes from inside the ear sometimes. So with me, it sounds like it's coming within, and then sometimes it's like it's from a distance. Like it sounds like it's coming from like outer space or like from the air. Does that make sense? Like there's like different types. Like sometimes, anyway, that's clairaudience, clear hearing, and then there's clairsentience. I also have this one, and I could feel like it's like this like breeze or something here from like the top of my crown, because your crown chakra actually sits up here. Your third eye is like right here where your pineal gland is. Your throat chakra, I'll feel this one. Your heart chakra, your solar plexus is like around your navel, and then your sacral chakra is around your groin, and then your root chakra is around your booty hole, underneath your booty hole. I don't know if you can say that word on YouTube. So, but clairsentience is clear feeling. So you can sense, like either physically sense it. Like to me, sometimes it feels like a wisp of air, or sometimes I'll literally feel like a pinging, like in my heart or my third eye, or like I'll feel like this like hovering thing around my crown. I call that tethering. It's like me like actually getting like a direct channel towards whatever it is that I'm channeling. And right before I mentioned this, I started to feel this like air vibration over here. So this is also some people say, oh, my gut feeling, or empaths, and people who are empaths, like we have this ability because sometimes I can physically feel other people's heart chakras, like there's stuff like that. So those are the 3 most popular ones. And then notable contenders, you have clairgustance. This is like clear tasting, so you could taste things without a physical stimulus. So this is more common, like I feel like when you deal with like spirits and people who have moved on, like you may taste like your grandmother's cookies, or you may taste, your grandmother's whatever, or the other one is clair alliance or clair alliance or something like that. Clair alliance, and this means clear smelling. So this is when you can smell things. So like, this is really common with especially past loved ones. Like sometimes, if you start to smell something randomly, it could remind you of past loved ones. Like whenever I smell cabbage, I think of my great grandma because her house always smells like cabbage. So every time I smell cabbage, I think about her and like the fun memories I had and all that stuff. They used to have a piano. When I was a little boy, I would go over to their house and I would bang on the keys, and they're like, "Okay, baby, get out the piano. Don't be, my nerves bad." So I remember that as a little kid, as a little boy. And then the last one is called clair tangency, which is clear touching. So this is like you can touch an object and you can get information by touching stuff. So like, some people can like, oh, let me touch an object of someone who was passed, and they feel like the connection of that person's energy if it's still on it. That's kind of what that one means. So you could have some of those or any of those, and a lot of times people will have these gifts and not even know about it. Like you just may be someone who, it's just, I just had like a gut feeling. That could just be your intuition speaking up. That most time it is. Some people just don't have language for it. Some people who do, they can utilize it. So you could have some of those. Right now, those gifts are being heightened for those of you all who do have them. So you could expect. Think of it like if you do have any of those gifts, what I'm sensing, what I'm feeling is like there could be like a firmware update. Think of like your iOS is updating. So you may go offline for a little bit, but you're gonna come back with a stronger signal. Yeah, the High Priestess and the Six of Wands. Someone is in awe of your gifts. The High Priestess and the Six of Wands. Some people are very impressed with the gifts that you have. You could be a tarot reader. You could be a divinator. You could be someone who does runes or cast stones or throw bones or, cartomancy, bibliomancy, whatever you want to do. Necromancy, I don't know. But there are people here who were actively working against you, trying to... Can I get one more card for this person? Queen of Pentacles. This person wanted to destiny swap and steal your... Okay. Wow, what a bunch of bitter bitches. The Strength in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you were definitely targeted by a group of witches. That's what I'm calling them, because I don't know what this is. And they had a plan, a shitty plan, that they were going to somehow take your gifts from you. Or they planned on doing this. These people planned on taking your gifts away from you. They planned on somehow convincing you to not follow a certain path, to not do a certain thing. They were trying to talk you out of your destiny, and they was going to sit back, key, and with this Queen of Pentacles energy, they was going to be the nurturing, loving, matriarch of the family. This is a cousin here who doesn't want you to do well with your business because they want to be the one that's like the giver or the something. Like it's weird as fuck energy. Like it's weird as fuck. It's fake as fuck, for real. Like this Three of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. It's like a group of witches, warlocks, demons, monitoring spirits, low vibrational beings, vampires, whatever you want to call them, succubi, incubi, okay, that want to be seen as this Queen of Pentacles, this nurturing, loving, motherly energy, but they don't have a single fucking loving bone in their body, for real. But that's how they want to present. The King of Wands in reverse and the Six of Swords. And what they don't know is the King of Wands in reverse with the Six of Swords here. These people, individually and collectively, they can't even get on one accord their own self. There's too much indecisiveness. There's too much rage. There's too much ego involved with the King of Wands in reverse. They have too many egos for them, even within their own self. That you may think that these people are forming up against you, baby. They're forming up against each other too. Like this is like some straight up like, what was it called in Game of Thrones? The small meeting councils. What was it called? What's it called? The small council. This is like the hand of the king is working with the master of coin, and the master of coin and the master of spies is working against the fucking hand of the king on some fucking like, what was his name? The big bald dude with no balls. Varys. This is like Varys and Littlefinger working up to get Tyrion out of the way. Meanwhile, Tyrion and Mesa Tyrell is trying to get Lord Varys and Littlefinger out the way. If y'all watch Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. Why do all the tarot readers I watch on YouTube always make Game of Thrones references? Like, Pisces Network was making Game of Thrones references, the Draconic Princess. Man, that's why I watch that, because we be watching the same shit when we're not watching tarot videos all day. So, shout out to Pisces Network. She's good. I love her. I think she's in Atlanta. She's a really good young black reader. I like her a lot. And then the Draconic Princess, she's a white girl in Canada, but she's really good. I don't know, she give me like she got a black boyfriend vibe. I don't know why, but she just like, she give me like she down for the bride. She give me like you know what I mean? Like she give me like, you ever meet like I don't know what it is, like black men, maybe it's a black guy. Like you could tell, I'm gay, but you could tell like, oh, that's a white girl like black dudes. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, okay. It's like they just, okay, shut up. Because I wonder if like white girls are like, oh yeah, that's a black guy that likes white girls. I wonder. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't know. Everybody be having their own vibes. But these people here, this King of Wands in reverse and the Six of Swords, these people can't even keep it together. Because none of the shit that they are trying to do is going to work on you. And I just fixed all that. I just turned this shit back around on them. So we ain't even got to worry about these bitches, for real, these witches. And are these people walking around in black robes and like cutting chickens' heads off? They don't have to do all that, no. It could be as simple as, somebody just gang stalking. Like this is like giving like elementary school, like, let's use me as an example, right? Let's say a group of ex-coworkers was shadow watching me on YouTube, but they would get together on their lunch breaks to watch my videos and maybe like make fun of me, or like, oh my god, look at him, he's so cringe. Like, why is he talking about his family and his personal life? Oh my god, this boy is crying on the internet. Like, ew, like that is so cringe. But it's like, okay, but you just watched the whole video and you liked and you left a comment trying to be funny. But you just helped my engagement, so thank you. Now, am I saying that's what's happening? I hope not. But it could be something like that. It could be a group of people where maybe there's one person who runs back and reports to the other group 33333 on the clock. So totally something like that could be going on. You got people here who want to be in your energy. First of all, remember what I say, if they have to punch down, it's because they look up. Somewhere deep down, these people look up to you because they know you the shit. The Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles, even in reverse, that means that you wouldn't waste your time trying to stop somebody you thought was never going to be a winner any that damn way, right? Ain't nobody out here gang stalking crackheads. Ain't nobody over here running to see what in behind the homeless. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be fucking for real, right? Like, let's be fucking for real. There is no VH1, My Life as a Homeless. Like, ain't no one, not trying to be rude, but you know what I'm saying? Like, no one is out here kicking the dog when it's already down for real. I mean, some people are, yeah. There's a lot of predatory, companies that like to do shit like that. But I'm talking like when it comes to like, if anything, the people who need our attention the most that we should be focused on, we not focused on them. We too busy trying to get rid of them. We should be focused on helping the people on the streets, especially when they're getting cold outside. That's who we should be focusing on. You should be focused on why is this man walking with a limp with a cane at 80 years old up and down your street every fucking day. Instead of worrying about why this motherfucker sitting in his house on YouTube making videos, why is that bothering you? I saw this. Ooh, where is it? I just took my phone all the way over there. But I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. I saw this one meme yesterday, and it was like, you could be sick, going through it, and nobody cares. But the minute you're happy and living your best life, that really starts to like trigger people. People really want to start paying attention and get upset then. But when you was sick, gaining all this weight, your hair was falling out, you was going through it, you know, people were like, oh, that sucks. Mm-hmm. But when you living your best life, you going on trips, you got a new boo, you booed up, you living good, all of a sudden, everybody want to get irritated. Everybody want to see what you're doing now. Everybody want to come and be your best friend. But when you was sitting there in the corner really needing somebody to talk to, I don't want to talk to them. They always depressed and shit. They going through something. I don't feel like being bothered right then and there. And that's okay. Sometimes you got your own shit to handle too. You can't carry everybody's feelings. And this is somebody, and I ain't talking about the person who just always got a fucking Eeyore story. Like, oh, me, yeah, you know. Like, oh my God, I don't want to be around that shit either. But like, when somebody's really going through it, and when you was really going through it, where were these bitches at? They may have, we'll help you. It was that. It was very that. It was. They rang very false. It rang very false. They ring very false. It's the false sympathy, the false empathy. They ring very false when it comes to really showing up for people. Now, these are the kind of people who, you're struggling with your drinking. I'm here for you if you need anything. Oh my God, that's so sad. I'm just so, you ever, I'm telling you, tell somebody something small. Tell somebody something small, bad thing that happened to you, and see how they react, right? Oh, man, I blew a tire on the way to work today. Oh, no, that sucks. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why are you smiling? That's not good. It's not oh, man, damn, that sucks. Ugh, fuck. Are you okay? Like, did you get here safely? Did you were able to get it fixed? That's someone who's like a genuine person. Someone's like, oh, man, my tire blew out like 4 years ago, and I hated that. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad you got that fixed, right? Or they gotta one-up you. Oh, man, my tire blew today. Ugh. My cat died 4 years ago, and it's just pissing me off. All right. Be mindful of that. So tell somebody something, and if they smile or they seem happy because something bad happened to you, that person don't like you. That person don't like, or they laugh or something, that person does not like you. Man, I was just running inside to go pay this bill, and I came out and I got a ticket on my car. Man, that sucks. Yeah, that does suck. But you're the kind of person, man, I went inside to go fucking pay this bill. Tell me why I come out, they put a ticket on my car. Damn, dude, that shit just happened to me. That shit sucks. I hate that shit. You're not trying to one up. You actually like, man, I've been through that. That shit hurts. That sucks. I'm sorry for you. Pay attention to people like that. Pay attention to the way people respond when you tell them bad stuff. Not when you tell them good stuff, because they'll fake a smile because they know it's wrong, right? One of the most shameful emotions I've ever experienced was admitting jealousy, because I felt left out of this group. And it's crazy though, because I hadn't even talked to these people in years, but I had this sense of entitlement because we were fraternity brothers, which doesn't make sense. And I had to really sit back and think about this. And this is a story of when I had to check my own self. And I just felt so excluded, and I just felt really betrayed. But then I had to think about it, I didn't do much to foster the connection myself. I really wasn't reaching out to these people. You know, we've gone separate ways since college. So, you know, I mean, it was more so like I wanted to just be there to celebrate. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to feel, and I guess so. It was also a part of me like, is this because of like my past drinking habits? Do people just not want to be around me? Or is it because, you know, these people really don't feel a genuine connection to me anymore? So that was something I had to deal with. And, you know, just that jealousy of like these people were celebrating without me. And it's like, it's not about you. This person is getting married and they're celebrating their new life. And maybe it was a little bit of that too. Like, you know, you're not married, you don't have anything going for you. At this time, that's how I was like looking at my life, you know. This was back in, I felt like a year ago. Yeah, but I've worked through a lot of that stuff since then, and I feel very fulfilled in my life now. Ooh, okay. I gotta go, y'all. I am. Who is this? 314. I don't have time for y'all to call me. Okay. What was I gonna say to you guys? Yeah. So be mindful of people here who are wishing not the best for you. You have a lot of spiritual gifts that are going to be enhancing soon if they haven't started to already. Your ships are coming in. You have a lot of creative ideas, a lot of passions that are going to be flooding your cerebellum here in a few days. Death and the Wheel of Fortune. I know that's right. These people, if they want to be successful, they're going to have to change how they approach you. People are going to have to literally change and transform to be in your fucking energy. Whoever you are a very powerful, high vibrational person. And you are, ooh, who line? Your higher self is about to give you a major download. Major download. You are powerful. The world and the lovers, you're about to receive some like divine love and source. Ooh, this is coming straight from source. This is coming straight from God, the highest of the high. You are going through a phase that is going to leave a lot of people wondering, who the fuck are you now? You may like, you have completed some cycle here. You have completed some incarnation. You could be having a soul walk. You could really be channeling some really divine energy here and just being able to hold. Five of Wands. Yeah, no longer fighting, leaving chaos and conflict behind. You have graduated. The devil. You have graduated. Ego here. Ego death. Soul ties. Yeah. I think what you've done is you've integrated your shadow. You're integrating more of your shadow self. Yeah, Knight of Cups here. You're integrating the harmonious aspects of your shadow self. The parts of you that are actually really pleasant that you suppress and deny, and you reject the lovable parts of you that sometimes you weren't always allowed to show. Maybe you are someone who is very emotional and you've always suppressed your emotions because you didn't want to be upset. Maybe you are someone who can be a bit neurological or neurotic, but that obsessive tendency creates really high quality, work. Like, I feel like a lot of artists, singers, musicians, people in the arts have a higher level of neuroticism or neurotic behaviors than, maybe let's say a internal auditor or people who may be on the more right brain or the more logical, or is the left brain logical? The people who are more logical based. You're a creative based person. Okay, well damn. Oh my god, clusterfuck here. Shit. Yeah, I'm not taking it. That's too many. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. Ooh, you got some money. I'm trying to spend it. Okay. Y'all, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Leave a comment. Let me know what kind of clair gifts you have. I told y'all I got the clair audience and the clair sentience. Sometimes I get a little vision here or there, a little tracer. But clear cognizant, clear thinking also. Sometimes you can just think things. There's way more than what I listed on this piece of paper though. But yeah, clear cognizant. That wasn't even on here. Oh, I did. I just forgot to put it on there. Yeah, clear knowing, a sudden intuitive understanding. Yeah, I got that one too. How come I just skipped that one? Oh well, it's on there. All right. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Before I go, I will say this. Protect your assets, protect your financial wealth, protect your stability here. Empress and the High Priestess, 3 and 2. You're about to really start seeing some changes here in 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 years. Lots of exchange, lots of big changes. It's gonna snowball. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. Drink water. Be safe and peace. Don't forget to book a reading. Bye.